Hi there, my name is Leela Witherspoon and I'm the art teacher here at Del Val. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about how my class went and what we did this year. So it started off with me making about 70 packets before school started of individualized art supplies for each student to pick up. I made my own watercolor palettes for them from scratch. I would use silicone to create each individual watercolor well for the paints and let it dry, and it was this whole thing. Everybody had their own rulers and color pencils and papers and all that kind of stuff. I made 70 then. I've made another 60 or 70 since then. It's been a lot, but it was really good. You can see my daughter in the background of that one helping me out through the summer. For first trimester, we really focused on, especially throughout distance learning, I definitely tried to take advantage of how cool it could be for me to break free of the classroom and take my students elsewhere. And so we went all around Livermore looking at the new murals from the mural festival that happened through the pandemic in 2020 in the summer. And so it was nice to be able to get out of the classroom and take them to these locations virtually. And I'd sit there and we'd talk about the mural through lessons. And we did that throughout distance learning. We talked about most of the murals around Livermore at one point or another. So through first trimester, I really focused on paint and watercolors, and we did a lot of simple landscapes, but we also messed around with color theory. I did teach them a little bit about color pencil and shading and all that kind of stuff. Throughout the whole school year, it's been an overall experiment in teaching them different things about art and all that kind of stuff. But my favorite part of the year was definitely the art that we did. Is very Bob Ross style, where I would come up with drawings or paintings that we would do, and they would follow along with me. We would get them done every day. None of those lasted longer than the 45 minutes we had for class. And so this is some first trimester work from some of my students. So are these some finished paintings we did. And yeah, so again, first trimester was themed a lot for landscapes, and then the public art, and then the other types of art we were learning about. Second trimester, I focused a lot more on color pencils. We ended up doing objects. We did food. I don't know where that came from. It was just kind of a fun thing for us to talk about. So you can see we did pizza and donuts and all that kind of stuff. So this was the drawing stuff we did, all virtual at home. That I did along with them. And we, again, through this trimester, because it was still all distance, did a lot for the mural stuff downtown and talked about public work and continued to do that, as well as the rest of our art classes and stuff. Once we came to third trimester, just what was that, 2 weeks in, we managed to come to in-person learning. It was so nice to finally see people in front of me making their own work, but also still having the distance students and being able to connect with them still. It was wonderful. So here we are drawing feathers. The theme for this trimester, I tried to make California, and we did California poppies and a couple different things. On this screen, you can see Half Dome that I taught them. That was actually one of the last lessons we did. That one is my example. The other two are student examples. We went back over the color wheel because it had been quite a while and I wanted to make sure people were doing it. I taught them how to draw a simple rose and shade it and all that kind of stuff. So this trimester, we've focused a lot more on color pencils again. We've done a couple watercolors, but for the most part, it's been back to color pencils with the California theme. We've talked about the Golden Gate Bridge. We've talked about all sorts of stuff. So it's been really wonderful. So this was some painting. We did the California poppies this third trimester, finishing up the school year, and that's it. I would love to answer any questions you might have. Feel free to send me an email or give me a call during the school day, and I would love to talk to any of you about how this year went. It was wild. It was different. It was good in a lot of ways. I think we managed to do so much in such a difficult situation, and I'm really proud of my students and what they managed to accomplish. Thank you so much.